You're not a real streamer unless you got a stream deck, and let me tell you why. Honestly, that is really not the case. You don't have to have a stream deck to be a streamer. But I will say this, it is can be a very important tool in your journey as a content creator and as a streamer as well. Out of there, we're gonna go over some plugins that I use. Two of my actual favorite plugins that I use for my stream deck that have really helped me. I'll be honest with you. When I first got my stream deck, I absolutely loved it. It came in super, super handy for changing scenes, especially for someone like me, not having finger usage. I can't, use my fingers, but having the ability just to press a simple button and it perform a, multitude of actions. The Stream Deck came in super, super handy for me. So first off, we're going to go over some of the obvious ones for your Stream Deck. First off, which is OBS Studio. This allows you to do so many functions, changing scenes, recording. There are just an absolutely amazing amount of options and things that you can do with the OBS plugin. Again, that is the most obvious one to start with. As you can see right here, I've got all my scenes set up inside of OBS. I can move my camera around. I can turn cameras on and off. I can turn my secondary camera on with the simple touch of a button. I can turn it back off. Like I said, there are just so many different things that you can do. I can put out commands for my YouTube. I can press the record button and start recording or stop recording inside of OBS. I can take snapshots. I can send chat messages inside of Twitch. Just a lot of stuff that you can do with just the standard OBS plugin. But there are just so many that you can use besides the OBS plugin. There's one for Streamlabs Desktop if you use that instead. But I'll be honest with you, the control that it gives you with the OBS plugin is just absolutely awesome. So I would recommend picking that one up if you have a Stream Deck and you're not taking advantage of it. So as you can see right across top here, we have OBS, we have volume. The volume control one is really nice as well. It allows you to control so many different volume control settings inside of your computer, whether it's for an app, or a program, for OBS directly, for your microphone. And then we have our Discord one. Discord one is really useful as well. It allows you to raise and lower the volume of anyone you're in Discord with. It'll allow you to raise and lower the volume of yourself as well. And one of the ones that I use a lot is the lighting control one for the control center. If you have any Elgato products, lights, for example, if I press the button at the top right here, all my lights will cut off. I can press it once again, turn them all back on. If I go to the secondary page inside of my Stream Deck, let me turn this real quick so you can see it. So let me go to the secondary page inside of my Stream Deck. So right here is my main page. Again, all these functions. The top one there will allow me to turn on and off the lights. The second page right here, let me go here. This one will allow me to control all of my individual lights, turn the lights up, down. I can turn them all the way down. I have increments set 1%. So if I raise it up, it will raise the right-hand light up. It'll raise the right-hand light down. For the left-hand light as well. And then I have a key light area as well that I can control also. There is a reason that these are the top 4 plugins listed on the Stream Deck plugin page: OBS Studio, Volume Control, Discord, and the Control Center for lighting. Any event that you don't have an Elgato light system, there are so many other plugins as well that will allow you to control your lights. For example, you have one that controls the Philip Hue. There's also some independent plugins as well that you can use in conjunction with your Stream Deck to control your lights. One of the reasons I don't use a Govee plugin is because I use Signal RGB. Signal RGB allows me to control all the lights in my room and sync them up by a different profile. And you can actually use Signal RGB deck control to control all of your lights in your room if they are connected on the same Wi-Fi. So as you can see, all the lights on my computer, all the lights behind me, the lights on my keyboard, all of that is controlled by Signal RGB. You can't really see what's going on my keyboard right now. There's a little bit of flashing light that you can actually see. But all of that is controlled by Signal RGB. The lights on my mouse are controlled by Signal RGB as well. So the Signal RGB is one of my favorite plugins also. I would probably say it's in my top 3 just simply because it allows me to control the lighting on my keyboard, my all the lights in my room, and change them to multiple profiles as well. Besides Signal RGB, there are a host of other ones. My 2 favorite plugins though are from Bar Raider, and those are the WinTools Bar Raider and the Windows Move Bar Raider. There's also another one as well that I used to use, but the Windows Mover is a amazing tool. It will allow you to set up any window inside of your computer and change the position of it. Let me go to my next page right here real quick. So let me go to my Stream Deck real quick and show you exactly what I'm talking about. So page 2, right here, I have 2 actions that are set in here. So let me go right here. My first action I have will actually move my OBS anywhere I want on the screen. But right now, as you can see, whenever I press this button, it will move it to a -6 on the X position and a 1 on the Y position. So anytime I press this button, if I move my OBS anywhere on the screen, it will allow me to put it back in the exact position that it was originally at. Not only that, you can use it as a virtual desktop mover. It will allow you to pin a specific virtual desktop on your layout. The next plugin we're going to be looking at is from Bar Raider as well, and that is WinTool. WinTool gives you a lot of different options. As you can see right here, I've got one that tells me the uptime of my computer. This one will allow me to change the brightness on my monitor. So in the event that you're watching a movie, or if you're playing a game at night, you want to change the brightness of your monitor. As you can see right here, I've got my brightness set to 100%. So anytime I press this key, it will change my computer screen brightness to 100%. So in the event you want to lower it down to 50% for whatever reason, you can create another button, and that will allow you to change the brightness to whatever your desired is. But WinTools adds so many different options as well. So right here, we've got one that tells me the actual storage space on my computer. You can set it to a single drive or multiple drives as well. This one will allow you to actually send a notification to your computer in the taskbar. So let me show you my desktop real quick, and I'll show you exactly what it does whenever I press that button. So here's my desktop right here. So whenever I press this button, I've got it set to say hello. It can be a useful feature if you're in the middle of streaming and you want to set a reminder for something, or if you want to show it like if you're streaming as well and you have a display capture set up and you want to pop up a message so chat can see it as well. All right, next one we're going to look at is the one up here. This is the USB control. It shows you the status of any USB device on your computer. So as you can see right here, I've got it set to Elgato Wave XLR. The green indicator shows me that it is connected and it is enabled as well. If it were red, it is disabled. If it is gray, it's not connected at all. Then also we have another one, that is this one here. This shows you the actual ping time. If you want to keep a constant track of a ping to a particular website, like Twitch, for example, what the ping actually is to Twitch. But in this case, I've got it set up for Google. It shows me what normal latency, what frequency it is. And my latency to google.com is 18 or in between 14 to 20 milliseconds. Something that are also really useful as well is the restart option. This will allow you to restart a service on your computer, stop a service on your computer, or open a service as well on your computer. So by choosing the drop-down menu, you can start, stop, or restart. It shows you a list of services on your computer that you can stop or start as well. If you notice at the top right-hand corner of my Stream Deck, I have two, looks like folders. One says YouTube projects and other says tech reviews. If I press the top button, it will open my Windows Explorer to that particular folder. As you can see right here, we've got YouTube projects, and it opens that folder for me inside of Explorer. If I press the other button, it should open that as well. So let me press tech reviews, and as we can see, there is a list of all the folders that I have inside of the tech reviews. So for me personally, this is absolutely a really nice feature because it allows me to open multiple folders on my computer with a simple touch of a button. For example, when I'm creating a thumbnail and I have assets inside of a folder, I can press that button, open that folder, and just drag and drop any of the assets I need into photop.com. There are actually a host of other options as well that I really don't take advantage of inside of WinTools. As you can see, there is one for app audio mix or app playback device. You can switch between audio devices. You can switch the volume as well. You can turn audio devices on and off with this. You can turn Bluetooth control on as well. In the event that you don't want Bluetooth turned on your control, just press that button, drag and drop your button on your Stream Deck, turn Bluetooth on and off for your computer. You can turn out drive info, keyboard language. So in the event that you live, let's just say you live in France and you use a French layout for your keyboard sometimes, and you use an English layout for your keyboard as well, you can use that button to swap between the two. Then if you notice as well, we have some system services as well. The red button, of course, will allow you to shut down your computer. This will allow you to restart it. And in the event if you want to put your computer to sleep, you can have this button on your Stream Deck also. There are just a massive amount of Stream Deck plugins that you can use for your Stream Deck. Not only can you use plugins, you can set keybinds as well for your computer. You can actually use your Stream Deck for like a little mini controller. You can set up, up, down, left, right, BA, as a controller for your computer. if you wanted to do something like that. But the Stream Deck just has so many different options that a lot of us don't take advantage of as a streamer. For a majority of us, a lot of times all we do is set our Stream Deck to our OBS. And the only time we ever use it is whenever we want to switch scenes on our computer. And that is just not taking full advantage of your Stream Deck. Personally, I use my Stream Deck very rarely for actual streaming. And, when I turn it on, I cut my lights on, I set the record on and off. I may send out a message for our Twitch chat to send out, all my social media information as well. But the primary use that I actually use it for is video editing. And that is one of the most underlooked, because you can set it so many different macro keys. There are some options for a plugin inside of the Stream Deck that would allow you to do multiple macro commands at one time. But anyway, like I said, let me know what Stream Deck plugins you are using, and maybe I'll use it for my own self. Anyway, until next time, much love, peace out, and we'll see you soon.